Hey everybody, Aaron here, and just really fast, I'm not going to be doing the anime talk today. Actually, I'm going to be focusing on my reviews and stuff that I'm interested in 2016 of anime, the summer season, of course. And I want to tell you guys and girls what I'm be watching, what I'm going to be kind of reviewing, because I know a few people have asked me already to do that. They want me to kind of like, simplify what am I reviewing, what am I focused on, what am I not focused on, and I understand that. I mean, I apologize for this season if if you guys and girls had any issues with what I was reviewing and kind of the order I was. It was more so because I had never done episodic reviews until this season, of course. And when it started off, I really didn't know how well they were received, and they were really received very well. I mean, you guys and girls really showed me a lot of love with them. I had multiple views, I had a lot of likes, I had a lot of comments, so I was really happy with them. I really enjoyed that. So I thought, let me tell you guys and girls what I'm actually planning to review during the summer season. This way you have a broader spectrum and understand, hey, this is the stuff that he's looking forward to. Maybe you've heard of these, maybe you haven't. Now, I was gonna do I didn't really want to do like everyone in OBS style, launch OBS, kind of show Mal a list and read off that thing. I think you guys can do that. What I want to do is kind of keep it with my style of doing these videos. And I took images off the internet and I got various images for the stuff that I'm interested in. And I'm going to tell you guys, using Mal, of course, though, I'm going to tell you guys and girls what these shows are. Maybe you'll find some interest in them. These are other shows that I will be reviewing. I have the rights to cancel any of these reviews at any time for any number of reasons. It could be because they're not doing well. It could be because I just, they didn't like the show or whatever. So I'm just saying that these are going to be the ones I stick with, per se. But these are the ones that I know for a fact I want to do episodic reviews of. So I will definitely do that. But anyways, without further ado, let's start with our first one, which is called Real Life. Now, Real Life actually is a manga that, if you guys and girls don't know, is pretty popular. I've been reading some of it. I actually really dig it. The story, as it reads off of Mal, the story follows Kazuki Arata, a 27-year-old jobless man who fails at every job interview he's ever had, quitting his last company. His life changes after he met Yoke Ruyo of Real Life Research Institute, who offered him a drug that can change his appearance to a 17-year-old person and to become a subject in an experiment for 1 year. Thus, he begins his life as a high school student once more. This show sounds pretty good. I mean, it's categorized as romance, school, slice of life. I think I could see kind of it being cliche or something that you can figure out what's going to happen per se, but I am very curious to still watch it because it just sounds kind of cool. I like stories that kind of go back in time, and it's like, what if you had a second chance? What would you do with that second chance? So I definitely want to check this out. I will be doing episodic reviews of this, and yeah. Next one I'm super excited for because I don't know if you guys and girls know, I'm a huge Tales of fan. I love Tales of Symphonia, Tales of Vesteria, Tales of the Abyss, Tales of Graces. You could name Tales of Exilia, Tales of Vesteria, which that's what we're getting at, Tales of Zestiria X, which is actually an anime series based off of one of the Tales games, which is really cool. I mean, they've made movies before. Tales of Vesteria had its first strike, and Symphonia had a few movies made for it too, but they've never done a series for it, and I'm really looking forward to how they're going to do this. Now, according to Mal, let me actually go up and, by the way, it would have helped if I would have got these in order, but I was like, I don't want to put these like straight order of Mal. I think that's kind of pointless. I mean, I don't know if that makes sense to you, but alright, here's the description. And by the way, it's being done by Ufotable, so I mean, they did Fate Zero. Fate Zero is the most beautiful thing I've seen in a while in anime, so I'm looking forward to it. Alright, Sori is a human youth who grew up among seraphim, spiritual beings not visible to humans. Sheree believes in the folklore that says long ago every human was able to see seraphim, and dreams of unraveling the ancient mystery to make the world a place where people and seraphim can live together in peace. One day, Sheree visits the human capital for the first time. He becomes embroiled in an incident during which he pulls out a holy sword embedded in a rock and ends up becoming a shepherd, one who casts away from calamity from the world. He begins to realize the gravity of his mission, and his dream of coexistence between mankind and the seraphim becomes more intense, and thus the shepherd embarks on his amazing journey with his companions. Now, I played the game for Tales of Vesteria, so I'm not really per se not new to what's going on. I already know what's going to go with what's going to be based off of and how they're going to do it, but I'm curious to how it's going to be done, like the execution of it. I'm really pumped for the show. I mean, I have such high expectations of it. Hopefully it won't disappoint me. I have a feeling it won't, but still, you never know with stuff like this. Anyways, the next one I'm going to be doing is Danganronpa, which also I'm a huge fan of Danganronpa because I love mystery strategy, like mystery type games and that have visual novel aspects. I'm more so interested in Danganronpa 3, The End of Kibukami Gakuen, Mary Hen. This is actually based off of the Danganronpa games more so, but based off of the first one, which is the first main character of that show. Alright, here's the mal description. It's, by the way, it's action, horror, mystery, and psychological, which is all things up my alley. I love psychological stuff. The world was close to being destroyed by ultimate despair, who caused the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. Yeah, by the way, that's what it's called. In order to save this world from the event's chaos, the Future Foundation was formed. Although the organization continued its activities to restore the world, Makoto Naegi is under suspicion of treason due to him shielding a remnant of despair. The Future Foundation members have gathered together to decide on this punishment, but they all end up getting trapped inside a place where they were meeting by Monokuma, who demands they begin their final killing. They have the strange bangles put on their wrists and are given tranquilizers within a certain time arrives. To make things worse, there apparently is a real traitor among these ranks who is coming to kill the members of the Future Foundation. In the game where class trials don't exist, the only way to get rid of the traitor is to find him and kill him off. Naegi is forced to face ultimate death game where it is kill or be killed. The tale of despair begins, in which hope kills, hope begins. That's a weird kind of phrasing for that last part. Anyways, Danganronpa, I'm a huge fan. I just said that before, but still, I am really a diehard fan. I played every Danganronpa game to come out in America. I love the stories for them. I love how they kind of handle the psychological aspects and the kind of emotional things people go through. It's very weird. I know that, I mean, if you can already tell from the image I found off the internet, it's got some very weird cast of characters, and I know that might turn off some people, but I'll tell you right now, one thing that really made those games so amazing was the weird cast of characters, how they looked, and the kind of unique art style they chose for them. So I really am looking forward to this. I think it's going to be awesome. Anyways, next up is Berserk 2016. I mean, come on. Who didn't see me doing a review of this? This is just, I can't wait. Now, this is actually a continuation. I know some people have been saying a remaster. I'm like, this is not a remaster. This is a continuation of the 1990s series. More so, it's also the not remaster, but it's more so the continuation of the movie's arc, which the first arc is the Golden Age arc, and this is the Black Swordsman arc. So we're going to get to see this, for the first time. We're actually seeing in an anime form the next arc of Berserk, which has never been done, which is awesome. Alright, I'll read it off, by the way. Guts, known as the Black Swordsman, seeks sanctuary for the demonic forces that pursue him and his woman, and also vengeance against the man who branded him as an unholy sacrifice. Aided only by his titanic strength, skill, and sword, Guts must struggle against its bleak destiny, all the while fighting with the rage that must stop him, might strip him of his humanity. Berserk is a dark and brooding story of outrageous swordsmanship and an ominous fate, and the theme of Shakespeare and Macbeth. I don't think I've ever heard anyone compare Berserk to Macbeth. It's actually pretty good. I like it. But yeah, I am so pumped for Berserk. I'm a huge diehard fan of Berserk. I know it still has a huge cult following, but it's still one of those good shows that you definitely need to check out. Anyways, the next one is going to be, I believe, and I'm looking, by the way, so I apologize in advance, because, I mean, these things have some long names. Nejimai Sarai Senki Tengaku no Alderman. Yeah, I am terrible. I make fun of some other people that actually try to pronounce some stuff once in a while, but I'm like, don't worry, I'm making fun of you, but I speak just as badly when it comes to actually pronouncing these things sometimes. Anyways, the reason why I'm looking forward to this is more so not per se anything of what it just is about. I mean, like, it sounds interesting. I mean, it looks kind of interesting, but what really kind of steers me towards it more is Madhouse. I'm a huge fan of Madhouse Works. This action adventure fantasy looks like it could be good, so I am looking forward to this. I mean, is it going to be good? Who knows? I don't know. I just hope it is. I really do. Alright. At the war with the adjacent Kikoi Republic, the Khajiit Empire. In this region, due to certain circumstances, these was a certain youth unwillingly prepared to take the high-grade military officers exam. His name is Ithaca. Disliker of war, lazy admirer of women. Oh, okay. So he's like a harem hero. I wonder whose name that is based off of. No one predicted that kind of Ithaca would later on become a soldier referred to as a great commander. He who survived a world embroiled in war with a superior genius. Ithaca illustrates a dynamic, dramatic life, a splendid fantasy military history. The curtain is raised at last. Why is it worded this poorly? That is such a... Sometimes, I listen, like, no offense to Mal, but sometimes Mal's, like, actual descriptions are so bad to flow. Like, one thing that I think you have to really have in a description is the ability to flow off words. That does not flow. No, like, if you saw me stuttering, that's not because I have issues reading it. It's more so, it's just because it doesn't work correctly in terms of how it's written. But anyways, This looks cool. This looks like it could be a really cool action series. It has some nice elements to it. I'm not a huge diehard fan of everything like war type concepts, but they are done well in anime sometimes. So I'm really looking forward to the show, and I think it looks interesting. It definitely looks like it has some type of thing going for it. All right, next one is going to be Maso Gekken HXH, which this one more so I just discovered a few weeks ago off my friend Memory's channel, so I'm gonna link his channel for even mentioning his channel in the first place. I'm gonna say this, that I really think this could be something cool. I mean, I know it's gonna be action, comedy, ecchi, fantasy, harem, romance, school, blah blah blah, but it looks cool. I mean, honestly, I'm not expecting. I just need one of those, as my friend said, you need one of those kind of harem stories or ecchi shows to watch during the season, because you can't always have super serious shows all the time either. All right, I'm gonna try to pronounce this game and probably fail. Haida Kizna possesses the HHG, or Heart Hybrid Gear ability, but is not strong enough to make him particularly important. His older sister calls him to transfer to a strategic defense school where many of the students, many of which are large-breasted girls, I like how it puts that in the description, use the HHG abilities to fight invaders from another world while wearing extremely skimpy pilot outfits. Kizna's fighting ability doesn't measure up, but his sister has another plan. Apparently having erotic experiences with Kizna will allow the girls to replenish their energy or power up. It looks like his new school life is about to be full of embarrassment. Yeah. By the way, I could tell you also that I did not read all the descriptions for these prior, so I like that because I wanted to be surprised by some of these. And yeah, I mean, come on, it even says that it's going to be basically like, you know, ecchi and fucking harem. Ooh, I actually cursed. It's gonna be, yeah, but I do curse once in a while, folks. I'm not perfect. It's gonna be very interesting. I'm looking forward to this. I am looking forward to this. I think it's gonna be one of those shows that you watch as kind of just enjoy for the hell of it. All right, let's move on to the next one. Taboo Tattoo. Now, Taboo Tattoo, I don't know. It looks interesting to me. I really am gonna more so, I think, base it off the views for this, because I don't think very many people have even talked about this on the channel. In general, and I keep saying by the way, bad force of habit is to ever say a lot when you speak. You're really not supposed to. It's because your mind's actually trying to process what you're saying. But by the way, I'm kind of looking everywhere on Mal. So if you hear me scrolling the wheel, it's like, why is he scrolling the wheel? It's because I'm actually trying to find Taboo Tattoo, which I saw before. I know I'm not crazy. There it is. Alright, so yeah, listen, I you know what, I want to do this kind of just like I said, like my style, and that's my style, to mess up sometimes and have fun with doing these things. Alright, so this is a series made by JC Staff, who makes some decent stuff, action, comedy, martial arts, mystery, and superpowers, so I'm very curious what this is going to be about. I mean, it looks interesting. Segi, a martial artist trained middle schooler, often feels driven to protect the weaker people around him. One day, he defends a homeless man against some punks, and the man gives him a strange tattoo on the palm in his return. The tattoo is a secret weapon produced in the arms race between America and the Saracen Kingdom. Segai finds himself in over his head when a powerful girl using the same exact secret weapon finally pursues him in order to retrieve it. His skill at martial arts may not be enough to keep him alive, but will be able to learn how to trigger the power in his tattoo in time. It sounds cool. I mean, the art style looks very nice. It looks unique. So, and I mean, I like martial arts shows, so I'm definitely gonna be willing to check this out and definitely do episodic reviews and see how people like. Now, the next one is a joke. It is meant to be a joke. It does not per se mean I'm actually going to review it. You know, I want people to realize that. But I just think that this picture is like one of the most adorable pictures ever. I mean, it's more, I think the picture on Mal is way better for it, but it's Banyanyan, which is done by a studio called Gathering, and the series is under comedy. So apparently, Banyanyan is a mysterious cat who hides inside a banana. Banyanyan lives undercover inside a real banana, and no one has ever seen the part covered by banana skin. When nobody is around, Banyanyan secretly plays and creates mischief. Banyanyan likes to play and eat sweet things, and his dream is to become a stylish chocolate banana. It's so cute. Look at it. It's like, oh god, I want a plushie of that so bad. It's a little banana with a cat inside of it. It sounds so ridiculous, but I want to check it out so bad. It's so stupid. I want to see the first couple episodes, see what it is. It's probably going to be one of those short, like, I guarantee you it's not going to be like 22-minute long episodes. It'll probably be like 3 or 10-minute, like, shape episodes. I don't think it's going to be super long. But I definitely will be checking it out. I'll keep you guys updated with it. Realistically, if it's good, of course I will do episodic reviews of it. I don't know how it is, though, so who knows. Alright, the next one is called, and I'm gonna try to pronounce this again. Probably gonna pronounce it horribly. Kono Bijutsu Nikata Morida ga Aru. So this, I'll be honest with you, kind of struck my fancy yesterday when I was reading some of the Mal things. I wasn't reading all of them, but I read some of them. And this looks interesting. It's done by a studio called Feel. It's a comedy, romance, and school situation. And this is what the description is. It focuses on an art club in a certain middle school, and its members Subaru Uchimaki, and who is a genius at drawing faces but only wants to draw the perfect 2D wife. Colette, a rich troublemaker who never stops making mischief, and the club's president who sleeps through sessions and collects sleeping aids. Mizuki Uzumi is the only person in the club who wants to do art club-like activities and constantly struggles to do so. So I'm curious about that. It sounds like an interesting show. It sounds like it's gonna be comedy and stuff like that. I don't know where the romance elements to it. I mean, I guess the 2D life stuff. It's gonna be interesting to see how that goes out. But I don't think it's gonna be overly romantic either. That's just my feeling of it. But I want to check this out. It looks funny. Now the next one I think needs very little introduction. I've actually heard a lot of people talk about the manga for this before. It's Sweetness and Lightning, excuse me. So about this show actually looks very nice. I more so doesn't look like it's anything crazy or creepy or anything like that. It looks like a very nice kind of family type show or family comedy show. And according to Mal, it's done by TMS Entertainment. It's a comedy slice of life. Excuse me, I almost sneezed. I hate that. So here's the description for it. Kohai Inuzuka is a teacher who has been caring for his own little daughter on his own since his wife's death. He's no good at cooking, so him and his daughter Sumagui have been eating packaged meals from the convenience store. A series of events leads them one day to evening to a restaurant run by the mother of one of his students, Katori. Her mother isn't there, but Katori does her best to feed them both. It turns out Katori is often alone since her parents are divorced, and her mother is frequently not around. The three of them begin to eat their meat and cook tasty food together. I am terrible sometimes at reading this. You know what it is too? Is also I hate really I don't know if you guys and girls have that issue. Have you ever read really compact? I'm not trying to make excuses. I just read that really horribly, but really compact wording and stuff like that, like small words. That is not done well. I should have maybe zoomed in on this page, but I didn't think of doing that prior, so I apologize in advance for that. But this series sounds really nice. It sounds heartwarming, and I want a series like that. So I haven't seen too many like that recently, and I'm just curious about it. I've never read some of the manga for it. I've heard that there is a lot of manga on for it, so I do plan on reading it. That's what I should have said, but I definitely am going to check this out. Now, the last one doesn't need, I'm not even going to read the description of Mal. This one doesn't need very much introduction. Food Wars Season 2. I was a huge diehard fan of Food Wars 1. I thought it was awesome. Soma is one of the coolest characters ever. He cooks, and he cooks crazy meals that actually somehow are amazing and delicious and even make me, I remember I watched Food Wars and made me want to cook all of a sudden just out of nowhere, and every few times I would watch Food Wars I'd be like, I'm going to go make food now. So I am definitely looking forward to this show. I definitely can't wait till the second season starts. I am just, oh my god. I'll be honest with you guys and girls, I'm going to end it here. A lot of these shows this season look amazing. There are so many more, so definitely go check out Mal. I'll leave a link to the summer 2016 page so you guys can check it out whenever you want. I will say this, I really am just stoked for this season. I think this is going to be one of the best seasons of anime. I really have. I know it's you don't want to say that because, it might not be happening, but there are so many things that are here this season. There's a lot of diversity, and I think that's something we haven't had in a while because, last season there wasn't a lot of romance stuff. There was more so comedy stuff, but it wasn't a lot of romance stuff. The last season before that, there was a lot of psychological thrillers and stuff like that, but there wasn't anything really kind of funny or anything like that. There was one or two shows that were funny, but there wasn't that many. So this season looks like it's going to be really shaping up to be something that has a lot of diversity, so everyone can definitely find something they'll like. And I'll be sure to do episodic reviews of all these shows as much as I can. Will there be issues with them? Maybe. Who knows? But that's in the future. Anyways, guys and girls, I hope you enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe. I will talk to you all later. Have a great day. Bye-bye.